Cerrone. I'm 30 years old from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I am standing here unassisted without crutches and even wearing some heels because of patience. I was on crutches for 3.5 years because of avascular necrosis, which means part of my femur bone was dead. And I wish I could say that my knee problems started recently, but they actually didn't. When I was in 5th grade, I had my first knee surgery, and as time went on, I kept having problems. I'd need to get my knee drained, I'd have crutches, I'd be in physical therapy, all of these one-off things. And by the time I was in high school, I had 2 more knee surgeries. And I remember being a teen, and the doctors would joke and say, oh, you have the knees of an 80-year-old woman. By the time you're 30, you will absolutely need a knee replacement. And back then, I thought that was funny because I thought, oh, knee replacement, that's cool, I'll just get another surgery. Fast forward to 2012, and I went on disability from work. I was an IT consultant, go lifestyle, and I found myself in bed in so much pain. Doctors didn't really understand what was going on with me, so I pushed to have pretty much every test under the sun done. And I will always remember December 17th, 2012, the look on my doctor's face when he walked into my examination room and said, part of your bone is dead. It's called avascular necrosis. I know what it is. I've seen it before, but I really don't know how to treat you. And honestly, I don't know where to send you. He went on to say that I would probably need a knee replacement. I could get 2 in my life and send us on our merry way. I'm a pretty positive person, but I started doing the math and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be 60 and I'm not going to even be able to walk. That was just unacceptable to me. And also, he didn't have anywhere to turn, he didn't have anywhere to send me to. So we turned to family and friends, and I started going to the top orthopedic doctors, top bone specialists, top in their field. So these people should have given me hope, right? I went in so hopeful, and I'd leave in tears with my family because they'd say the same thing. I know what AVN is. You know, if you were older, I'd give you a knee replacement, but because you have psoriatic arthritis and complex regional pain syndrome, I don't even want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. The best advice I got, was to walk on crutches for 10 years until my knee completely collapsed and then get a knee replacement. No, not happy about that. 28, 29 providers, I lost count. I turned to the internet because it's a wealth of knowledge. But let me tell you, AVN resources are bleak at best. And if you search the hashtag AVN, you get adult video news, which was not what I was looking for. But eventually I came across the blog of a patient who was blogging about her avascular necrosis. And I went to her doctor, and through that patient's blog, I was able to find the underlying cause of mine. And I knew patients were going to be the key. So I started an AVN Facebook group that has now over 2,000 patients. I started blogging, I started talking to other patients. What were you doing? What were you seeking? What treatments were you getting? And I started to see that there were all of these different things, or treatments, but none of them had great outcomes. And because I was a complicated case, I had to be careful. Eventually, I came across people talking about stem cells, and I knew that was my key. Regenix stem cell procedure. So in March 2015, I went out to Colorado and had my stem cell procedure done because of patients blogging about this. I saw their MRI films. I saw that it was working. It was going to work for me. So how did it happen? It happened in 3 steps. 1, I got a prolotherapy injection in my knee. 2, they took the bone marrow from my hips and re-injected it into my knee. And 3, I got a souped up PRP shot as the fertilizer to really activate those stem cells. And to say it was a success is an understatement. By 3 months out, I was off all my pain meds and I was down to 1 crutch. By 6 months out, 40% of my bone had regenerated and I was off all my crutches that I had been on for 3.5 years at that point. In 1 year, 60% of my bone regrowed. And now I stand before you 1.5 years out, and the way that my bone has solidified, I don't have to worry about it crumbling. I can walk, I can wear heels, it's awesome. I can't tell this story without saying thank you. Thank you to my family that you see on the screen here for their insurmountable support, but also the patients. Thank you for getting your story out there, because no doctor was giving me hope, no doctor was giving me options, but because of patients talking about them, about their stories, I found my solution. So I wish I could say that I'm standing here today because of the top doctors helping me, but it wasn't. It was because of patients out there sharing their story that I'm standing here sans crutches today.